Yo, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Social Sunshine Podcast, episode 202. I am your hostess, Britney Crosson. Thanks for being here for another episode. In today's episode, let's dig right in. We're going to talk about how to be omnipresent, all right, as a business on social media. It's totally possible to do it in a way that is probably easier than what you were thinking it was going to be. And now, if you're not familiar with what I mean by omnipresent, I mean just like having a presence all over the place on social media, right? Like your business is showing up on all of the major social media apps, on all the platforms, and it seems like you're everywhere all the time. And it seems like it might be a whole lot of work, but I want to really break it down for you and how you can do it in a way that's going to be simpler for you, your team, your social media manager, whomever handles the social media for your business, okay? So first of all, I do think that it is important to have a presence in multiple places online in general, right? And more specifically, I believe it's important to have a presence in multiple places as far as social media goes. And this is, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion or what, but the reason why I say that is because why not have some sort of a presence, in multiple places when like maybe not everybody that could use your services or your products is like just on Instagram or just on Facebook, right? So if you put yourself out there in multiple places, then you're going to be able to reach more people, a variety of people, different people, that kind of thing, okay? Also, it's really like legit for a solid business, right? To a real, quote unquote, real business to have that presence on all the platforms. Like think about really big brands that you know. They're on every fucking platform. Okay. And we need to follow those models. Even if our businesses are smaller, we still need to kind of follow that similar path and then just make adjustments because maybe we don't have the bandwidth or the budget that like, fucking Coca-Cola does, but we still can do our own version of being everywhere. All right. So here's how you're going to do it. You're going to first look, if you haven't done this yet, you're going to decide what social media platform needs to be the primary for your business, meaning that like, which one makes the most sense to you, your business? Like, where do you think that a larger percentage of your potential clients and customers are, your audience? What feels best for you? Where are you creating like the really like best stuff? That just really kind of good magical combination. What platform is that? Okay, whatever platform that is, that's your primary. And that's where you're going to post the most, okay? And by the way, how often you need to post, it does depend on your goals. I break that down in my 3Fs method. And it does depend on, what your goals are and how much you post. But let's just go with 3 times a week, okay? Because honestly, at Fun Love Media, a large percentage of the clients that we've had for social media management had us posting just 3 times a week. That's it. It's not every day, all the time. Okay. So let's go with that model. Let's say you're a 3 post a week business and your primary platform is, let's say, Facebook. Okay. That's where you really feel like, a large percentage of your people are, and you feel really good about posting there. And it just is like the right place for you. Great. So you're going to do 3 posts a week on Facebook, but listen, you can connect Instagram to Facebook. And that means that you can have posts go up simultaneously on those, like the same post on each one. Now, there's going to be people that are super picky that are going to say, oh no, but you need to post natively every single time, which means you need to go into that particular app and post like go through the whole process, right? Rather than do like an automated thing where it simultaneously posts to both. But you know what? I can't say that I think it makes that big of a difference for most businesses that you do that. I really just don't think it does. With our clients that post on both Facebook and Instagram, we do them simultaneously any chance we get. It's much more efficient. It keeps things. What do you call it? What do they call it in the? Oh my God, y'all know me with these phrases. What do they call it in the movies where it's like, it's not consistency, continuity. You know what I mean? It keeps things flowing, okay? So It keeps things flowing for your business brand. That way, it's actually good. Repetition is good in marketing. It's good for people to see the same image in different places, things like that. So anyway, so I would say if your main platform is Facebook and you're going to post 3 times a week, then to me, that just means you should be posting 3 times a week on Instagram too. And you set it up where they're connected and you don't have to worry about going and literally doing double the work. Now, it's a little more of the work. It's not double the work. I'd say it's like 1.5 the work or 1.3 the work, simply because you also want to log into your Instagram, a couple times a week and like check things. You want to check the comments there. You want to check the messages. You want to maybe share the stories there if you're not sharing it. Anyway, so you still need to check on both, but it'll post them simultaneously. That's fantastic. So already you've got 3 posts on Facebook and 3 posts on Instagram every single week. Fan-fucking-tastic. Now, say you want to add, let's say you want to add LinkedIn as your 3rd one. You think that that's an important one for your business. You provide maybe like services to businesses, like a business to business type of thing. And that's a great place for you to be, right? Let's just say, okay, but you're not so sure it matters as much as Facebook. Well, that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to choose one of those posts out of the 3 that you're putting on Facebook and Instagram now. And you're going to choose just one and you're going to put that one on LinkedIn every single week. But you're also going to make sure that your LinkedIn is all set up and nice and pretty. You've got your nice, lovely profile photos set up. You've got your information all filled out, a link to your website, a way to contact you, what you do with a description. Use all the features. Optimize your bio. That's what we mean by that when we say optimize your bio. Anytime you hear that, it means really use that space that a social media platform provides you to put all the goods in there, okay? Because that right there is going to make a big difference for most businesses, because people just want to be able to find you, first of all, just to find you, and then, contact you or go to your website and go through the process, of course, to end up being a customer of yours. So you're going to have all that set up. You're going to also take the one post from the others. Like literally it could be the same thing. Like say one of your posts that you put up on Facebook and then also, on Instagram is like a couple of photos of some recent work that your business completed for a customer. Just take those exact same photos and the exact same caption that you used and put it on LinkedIn. And now actually as of like right now, I'm recording this in August 2023. So now I think most accounts on LinkedIn should have the ability to schedule a post. If you don't, fine. Just go ahead and have it prepped ahead of time. Then just on the day you want it to go out, put it in there. But you're literally copying the same caption that you used in Facebook. Now, if you want to be thorough, you might change a couple of things, right? Like you might change the wording a little if it needs to be changed for LinkedIn, or maybe you'll change some of the hashtags, because sometimes the same hashtags that are really great on Facebook or Instagram aren't really so great on LinkedIn. So you might need to tweak it a little, but the meat of it, the big chunk of it, you're just going to take and put it on there. So now you have accomplished 3 posts a week on Facebook and on Instagram, because you've connected those accounts and made it to where they go up simultaneously. And you've chosen one of those posts without having to create another one. You have not had to make a 4th one. You just take one and you put one on LinkedIn. Now, let's add TikTok. Say you're like, I'm not really sure if my ideal client is going to really be on TikTok a whole lot, but I want to explore it. Let's get started with something. Okay, well, do the same thing you did with LinkedIn. One of those posts that you put on Facebook, which also went on Instagram, should be a reel. I would say make sure you have one reel every week. It just helps with exposure, helps you reach existing people, new people. It's creative. It's fun for people to watch video. Video is dominating right now, all the things, right? So one of those reels, you take that and you put it on TikTok. So now you've got 1 TikTok post a week. Now it's not a ton, and the people that are hardcore, aggressively marketing on TikTok are posting every day. As of right now, they are. That's all of this stuff is always subject to change, by the way, because social media changes often. But if you're just starting out and you're exploring and you're just trying to build something there, right? And you're going with what you can handle and what makes sense for your business and what's sustainable at the time, then just do the one. Boom. And now look at what you've done. You now have a presence on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. And they're not equal as far as like how much you're posting. And you only had to create really 3 posts. And that's it. And you got out to all of those platforms. So to me, what this does is, well, one, it helps you explore platforms, right? Because you might do this and you might go, oh, actually, TikTok is really great. We should post more there. Fine, cool. So you're going to learn things about the platforms. You're going to educate yourself. But also, like I said earlier, like people are going to be looking for you or looking for what you do. And when they do, you want to have that chance to pop up. You want to have an opportunity to be in those search results. And if you aren't on these apps at all, then you're not going to be in the fucking search results, right? Like, you got to be there. So you just find a way to be there without it being this big strain on you or your team. Or like if you hire a company like us at Fun Love Media, it's less expensive because you're not posting as many times on all of the platforms. So you're not having to pay your social media manager and the team to like do as much stuff. You see what I'm saying? So there's reasons behind doing it this way. And then if you need to increase later, you increase later, but at least you've started. And by optimizing the bios and all of these platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, say in this scenario we're working with right now, you are already a contender for coming up in the search results because you've filled all that stuff in. You've put in your name, you've put in the keywords for your description of what you do. You know, you've put the link to your website. Excuse me, you've put all the information in, the photos, all the stuff, and you have a presence there. And none of it is going to be dormant because you are putting something up at least once a week. It's a really, really great way to get yourself out there, to try new things, of course, educate yourself on new platforms, but also to make sure that you're there. Because if you're putting forth the freaking effort to have the 3 posts a week on Facebook, there is no reason why you shouldn't also be using those elsewhere so you can have a bigger presence. And like I said, we're not, your business, it's not Coca-Cola. It's not Target, right? You don't have an entire big department just dedicated to social media. Even if you hire us at Fun Love Media, you may choose a lesser expensive option because that's what works for you right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, but you can still use that model of a big brand and just kind of like notch it down to what you can handle and do your version of it. So you're still showing up everywhere. It wasn't like this horribly miserable, huge task. And then if you make it a priority in your just like overall marketing structure and your overall marketing strategy, then creating these 3 posts a week and then getting them on all these places is going to just be part of the routine. And it's going to get easier and easier. And who knows, maybe one day you're going to want to bump it up to 4 or 5 or 6, who knows? But for now, 3 is great. 3 is good. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that you'll give it a try. I hope you'll consider it. I hope that you'll listen to me when I say I do think it's important that you're in a lot of places. You have different touch points with your customers. We're not putting all our eggs in one basket, that kind of thing. So I think it's going to be really helpful for your business. I would love to hear your feedback on this. Please always reach out to us anytime here at the show. You can DM us on Instagram at the Social Sunshine Podcast. You can DM me on Instagram, Britney Crosson. Or you can always email socialsunshinepodcast@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening. And